Om 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 Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitam Astu Ma Vitvishavahi. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayet Samasta Jana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahmavidvaram Sadgurum Brahmavidvaram Om Shri Chinmaya Sadgurave Namaha. Om Vyasaya Vishnu Rupaya Vyasarupaya Vishnave Namo Vai Brahmanidaye Vasishtaya Namo Namaha. Boliye Shri Vedavyasa Bhagavan Ki Jai. Hari Om. After having completed for over a year Yellam Ulla Mahabharatam in Tamil with the Moksha Dharma Parva, beginning with Adi Parva stories and then going on to Moksha Dharma Parva and concluding with that chapter, the whole Parva, we now take up English discourses on tales from the Mahabharata, beginning with Yaksha Prashna. Yaksha is the name of a deity, a group of deities called Yakshas, and Prashna means question. The discourse between the question and answer session between a Yaksha and Yudhishthira. I would like to introduce this book, Yaksha Prashna, published by Chinmaya Mission. It is an exposition by Swami Shiva Yogananda, Swamiji, who is the resident spiritual guide at Chinmaya Mission, Madurai, has been my Acharya, who has taught us the Mahabharata stories for over 2 years during our Vedanta course at Sandipani Vidya Mandir. And this book has been recently released by Puja Guruji Swami Tejomayananda. This book is a very beautiful exposition on the Yaksha Prashna, the question and answer between Yudhishthira and the Yaksha, the story from the Mahabharata. So, seeking the blessings of all the Gurus, the Guru Parampara, Guruji, and my Acharya Swami Shiva Yogananda ji, I begin with this talk on Yaksha Prashna, which is taken from the Vana Parva of the Mahabharata. The Vana Parva is a description of the 12 years incognito in a forest by the Pandavas who were defeated in the game of dice by Duryodhana and his team. So this is the Mahabharata is an epic of 1 lakh verses. It contains the essence of Sanatana Dharma. So as the verse says, the Mahabharata, introducing the Mahabharata, Yad iha dharme charthe cha kame cha mokshe cha bharatarshabha yad iha asti tad anyatra yanneha asti tat na kasyachit. In the matters of dharma, artha, kama, and moksha. meaning dharma means our duties and responsibilities. Artha means, artha is seeking after wealth, seeking after qualities and goodness in this world. Kama is fulfilling our desires, and moksha is seeking liberation. Whatever has been explained in the Mahabharata, whatever is present in the Mahabharata, can be found everywhere else in the world. Whatever is not in the Mahabharata cannot be found anywhere else. So, Araneya Parva, in other words, it's Vana Parva. So, Swami Shivayogananda ji says, Maharshi Vedavyasa composed 60 lakh verses of the Mahabharata, of which 30 lakh verses were placed before the Devas, the celestial deities. 15 lakh verses were given to our ancestors, Pitrus, and 14 lakh verses were meant for the demigods, the Gandharvas, and 1 lakh verses from which we are going to now look into the Vana Parva. The Yaksha Prashna is with the human beings or the Manushyas. The story has been narrated by doing a Sarpa Satra Yaga. This whole thing was during the Sarpa Satra Yaga, and the king Janamejaya was doing that yajna to avenge the death of his father, Parikshit, Raja Parikshit, who met his end by a bite from the snake called Takshaka. And this Yaksha Prashna is a very, in every chapter, in every question and answer, where we will look into the direct translation from the original verses of the Mahabharata, and we can also look into a little bit of the explanation on Jiva and the Sadhaka through these questions, which is the purpose of any study, Vidya Dadati Vinayam, Vinaya Dhyati Pada Vidya Sa Vimuktaye. That is knowledge which liberates. The idea behind studying the Mahabharata, verses from the Mahabharata, tales from the Mahabharata, is to catch the thread by which we can uplift ourselves in this life and seek the ultimate gain of liberation, and even understand where we stand in our present condition in this life in the world. So this whole story of the Mahabharata, we will look at it from the Araneya Parva. Janamejaya is saying that is after Draupadi has been taken away during the forest by Duryodhana and his team, and these people are struggling. They are going into the forest. It is called Dvaitavana. They are roaming into this forest, and there they feel very thirsty. And so that is a time when there is a, why they move into this forest. There is a Brahmana who sees the Pandavas in Dvaitavana, and this Brahmana says, I was having 2 arani sticks. Arani is the bigger upper stick and the lower stick. When you keep the lower stick and the upper stick, and you churn, you make the churning motion with the stick, then the stick will catch fire, by which the Agnihotra or the fire rituals of the Brahmin will be done every day. So he was moving around with the stick when a deer just pushed at this Brahmana, and the sticks got locked in its horns, and the deer fled away. So this Brahmana is approaching Yudhishthira and others, the 5 brothers in the forest. Can you please get these sticks for me? I need it to do my Agnihotra. And so these brothers are moving into Dvaitavana when at the time they were very thirsty. Tasmin prativasantaste yat prapuh kuru sattamaha vane klesham sukodarkam tat pravakshyami te shruno. So Vaishapayana is saying, what happened in the forest for these 5 brothers? Arani sahitam mantham samasaktam vanaspatau mrigasya garshamanasya vishane samasajjata tamadaya gato rajans tvaramano mahamrigaha ashramat varitashikram plavamano mahajavaha. He is narrating that the deer ran away very fast. Tasya gatva padam rajan nasadya cha mahamrigam agnihotram na lupyeta tadanayata pandavaha. O Pandavas, I do not want my agnihotra, the fire rituals, to stop. Can you please get those sticks for me? Sannadha dhanminas sarve pradravan narapungavaha brahmanarthe yatantaste shighramanvagaman mrigam karninali kanarachan utsrajanto maharatha navidyan pandavas tatra pashyanto mrigamantikat. So these 5 brothers, they went with all their javelins and spears and other weapons, and the barbed arrows, they went behind the deer, but they could not catch the deer. And so they were all lamenting actually. What has happened? This Brahmana has approached us and we really went behind all this. We have not done any kind of sins that we know. But why is it that so many difficulties are coming to us in life? And so while Bhima says, everybody, Yudhishthira is saying, na padamasti maryada na nimittam na karanam dharmastu vibhajat yartham ubhayoho punya papayoho. So Yudhishthira says, there is no reason by which we are all being pushed to the limits of our misfortunes, other than the fact that there has been a transgression of dharma somewhere, and it is because no person is responsible for our misfortunes than our own misdeeds, papa and punya. It is dharma that is distributing to us the virtue of our sins and good deeds, says Yudhishthira. So one by one these brothers are lamenting. Bhima uvacha pratikamanayat krishnam sabhayam preshyavat tadam namaya nigatastatra tena praptasma samshayam. So one by one everybody is saying, it is because I did not protect Draupadi in the Sabha. Sahadeva is saying, all this calamity has overtaken us because I did not kill Shakuni when he cheated you in the game of dice and defeated you. One by one the brothers are saying. So Vaishampayana was telling, your brothers are all very thirsty. King Yudhishthira said to Nakula, son of Madri, your brothers are all very thirsty. I can see a lot of trees here. I can see birds here. So why don't you just go there and check if there is a water pond and then get some water for them to drink. And then Yudhishthira made a beautiful basket with his arrows. He made the arrows so tightly, he wove them so tightly that it became a waterproof basket. And Nakula went there. When Nakula went there, he saw the beautiful lake. He bent down to sip water from the lake. When he heard a command from the sky, from a Yaksha, the Yaksha is speaking. Yaksha uvacha matata sahasam karshit mama purva parigraha prashnana nuktvatu madreya tatah pibaharasvacha matata sahasam karshit. Oh my dear child, don't venture into this world. Don't venture into this lake. Don't enter into any adventure. Mama Purva Parigraha. This lake has been captured by me. Prashnan Anutvatu Madreya. Without answering my questions. Tataha Piba Madreya Harasvacha. You take water and then you can do anything after you answer my questions. So anadrityatu tadvakyam nakulassu pipasitaha apibachitalam toyam pitvacha nipapataha. So this Nakula thought he was very powerful. He doesn't need to listen to all this. He just went ahead and drank the water and then he fell. And then, not seeing Nakula for a long time, Yudhishthira sends Sahadeva, and the Yaksha again says, Anuktvacha piban prashnan pitvaiva bhavishyasi eva muktas tatah partha savya. So Arjuna and Yaksha says to Sahadeva. Sahadeva also falls dead, and after that Arjuna is being sent. Anukvatu piban prashnan pitvaiva na bhavishyasi eva muktas tatah partha savyasachi dhananjaya avajnayaiva tam vacham pitvaiva nipapataha. This valiant Arjuna avajnayaiva tadvachya, without paying any respect to the words of the Yaksha, he drank that water. Atha bravid bhimasenam kunti putro yudhishthitah nakula sahadevascha bhibhatsuscha parantapa chiram gatastoya hetoho nacha agachanti bharata tamschaivanaya bhadram te paniyam cha tvamanaya. And then Bhimasena also went there. And Bhimasena also met with the same condition with the Yaksha. Yaksha says, Mata tasahasam karshihi mama purva parigraha. Maybe Yaksha is the kind of mind that keeps repeating the same. We meet so many people in our lives. They will have the same things to ask us again. Anybody they meet, they will ask the same question. And you have to give them a satisfactory answer. Unless you give them a satisfactory answer, they will not leave you. The Yaksha is saying the same thing and he expects the same reply. Mata tasahasam, don't enter into any adventure without answering my question. Prashnan kaunteya tatah piba harasvacha. The same line he is repeating again. Drink water and also take water after you answer my question. Eva muktastada bhimo yakshena mita tejasa anukvaiva tutan prashnana pitvaiva nipapataha. So the same thing happens also, because the mind is like a machine. A sankalpa has been set up in that place. What is that sankalpa? The Yaksha has captured that lake. Anybody who comes to that lake has to answer the questions, and only then he is free to take water. Tatah kunti suto raja prachintya purusharshabha samudhaya mahabahu dakhyamanena chetasa vyapeta jana nirghosham pravivesha mahavanam rurubhischa varahaischa pakshibhischa nishevitam. There are only animals, there are wild boars, and there are it's a very silent forest, and Yudhishthira goes into the forest because all the four brothers have not returned. And again, Vaishapayana says, Vaishampayana uvacha sadadarsahatan bhratrun lokapalan ivachyutan yugante samanuprapte shakra pratima gauravam. Shakra apratima gauravam. Shakra Pratima Gauravam. So Yudhishthira goes there and he sees his 4 brothers lying down as if they are dead. Who are these? Who are these brothers? They are so powerful, like Shakra, like Indra, and they are as powerful as the big mountains. Vinikirna dhanurbanam drishtva nigatam arjunam bhimasenam yamau chaiva nirvicheshtan gatayushah sadirghamushnam nishvasya shokabashva pariplutah तान दृष्ट्वा पतितान भ्रातॄन् सर्वान् चिन्ता समन्वितः धर्मपुत्रो महाबाहुः विललाप सुविस्तरम्. Yudhishthira is looking at all these brothers. They're all like the Vindhya mountains, the Himalaya mountains, and the great mountains. They're all lying down. They're so powerful. Yudhishthira is crying. He's wailing in his grief. With so much of grief, this most powerful Yudhishthira is crying. Nanutvaya mahabaho pratignatam vrkodara suyodhanasya bhepsyami gadaya chakthini rane vyartham tadadyame sarvam tvayi veera nipatite mahatmani mahabaho kurunam kirtivardhane. O Vrikodara, you said, I am going to break the thighs of Duryodhana. What are you falling down here for? Why have you fallen dead here? So each brother is wailing and lamenting. And then Yudhishthira was ready to get into the water and drink. He was also feeling thirsty. After all the crying for his brothers, Yudhishthira was very tired. And then as he was going to get into that water and drink the water, he heard the voice of Yaksha. Now what does this Yudhishthira do? All the other brothers did not listen. This Yudhishthira behaves differently. Yaksha uvacha aham bakash matsya bhaksho nitamaya pretavasham tavanujaha tvam panchamo bhavita rajaputra nachet prashnan prichato vyakaromi. So he says, I am Bakaha. I am a crane that lives on fish in this lake. Nita Maya Pretavasham Tava Anujaha. I have taken all your 4 brothers to the Preta Loka. Prakarshena Etam means well, dead and gone. They have gone to that world. Tvam Panchamaha Bhavita Rajaputra. You are going to be the 5th man, O king, the son of a king. Nachet Prashnan Prichataha Vyakaromi. Whatever I am going to say, if you don't answer those questions, you are going to be the 5th person to go into that world of the dead. Matata Sahasam Karshihi Mama Purva Parigraham Prashnanutva Tukaunteya Tatav Piba Harasvacha. Again he says the same thing. The Yaksha comes back to his sample question. Matata Sahasam Karshita. Don't enter into any adventure. Mama Purva Parigraha. I have captured this lake already. Prashnan Anukva to Kaunteya. Without answering my questions. Answering my questions. Prashnan Ukva to Kaunteya. Tataha Piba Harasvacha. So answer my questions and then take the water. The Yaksha is telling Yudhishthira, with Yudhishthira's permission, I drink this water before even answering the questions. So Yudhishthira says, Yudhishthira uvacha rudranam va vasunam va marutam va pradhana bhak prachami ko bhavan devaha naitachakunina kritam. Oh my dear God, are you a Rudra? Are you a Marut? You cannot be an ordinary crane to kill these brothers of mine. Who are these brothers of mine? Himavan Pariyatrascha Vindhyo मलय एव च चत्वारः पर्वताकेन patita bhuri tejasah. These brothers of mine are so valorous, like the Himalaya, the Pariyatra mountains, the Vindhya and the Malaya mountains. Ativate mahat karma kritam cha balinam vara yanna deva na gandharva na suraschana rakshasaham. The work that you have done is not possible by devas, not by gandharvas, nor by asuras, nor by rakshasas. Vishahiran mahayuddhe kritam te tan mahadbhutam na te janami yat karyam na bhijanami kankshitam. They could also not stand in mighty conflict with these four brothers of mine. Kautuhalam mahajjatam sadhvasam chagatam mama yenasyudvigna hridayah samutpanna shirojvaraha pritchami bhagavanstasmat ko bhavan igatishthati. My head is tingling with the sensation. I really want to know, who are you? Ko bhavan ihatishtati. Who are you, O sir, who stands in front of me? So then Yaksha is saying, Yaksha uvacha yakshohamasmi bhadram te nasmi pakshi jale charaham mayaite nigata sarve bhrataraste mahaujasaha. I am not an aquatic bird. I am not a crane. I am a yaksha. I praise you, O Yudhishthira. It is I who have slain all your very powerful brothers. And now Vaishampayana says, hearing those words from the yaksha, Yudhishthira is asking him this. He is talking to the yaksha as Yudhishthira listens. Yaksha uvacha imete bhrataro rajan varyamana maya sakrata balatoyam jihishantah to vai muditam tato vai mudita maya napeyam udakam rajan prananiha paripsatam Parthama sahasam karshihi mama purva parigraha prashnanutvatu kaunteya tataf piba harasvacha. Answer my question and then drink water. The same words he says again. So Yudhishthira says, the gentleman that Yudhishthira is. Yudhishthira uvacha na chaham kamaye yaksha tava purva parigraha. Yudhishthira is a great warrior. He is a great master who can accomplish whatever he wants that his mind desires. And his mind has got no desires. So he says, O great person, O Yaksha, I do not want to take what you have already captured. Kamam naitat prashamsanti santohi purusha sadam. Great men do not boast about their own wealth and their own captures. Yadhatmana swamatmanam prashamse purusharshaba yatha prajnam tukte prashnana prativakshyami prachamam. Just like how you praise yourself, great men do not praise themselves. Now please tell me, what are your questions? I will answer them. So Yaksha says, Yaksha uvacha kim svit adityam unnayati kecha tasyabhitas charaha kaschainam astam nayati kim kasminscha pratitishtati kim svit adityam unnayati kecha tasya abhitas charaha. What is that which makes Aditya, the sun, rise? Being in the Chinmaya Surya Narayana temple, I am very happy to say that this Yaksha Prashna that we begin in English from the Mahabharata begins with a question on Surya or Aditya. Kim svit Adityam unnayati. And Kecha tasya abitaha charaha kaschainam astam nayati kasminscha pratitishthati. By what reason does the sun rise? Who are those that are around the sun at all times? Kaschainam astam nayati. Because of what does the sun set? Kasminscha pratitishthati. Where does the sun get established? So Yudhishthira replies, Yudhishthira uvacham brahmadityam unnayati devastasyapitas charaha dharmaschastam nayati cha satye cha pratitishthati. So, it is Brahma that makes the sun rise, and it is the devas that accompany the sun closely, and dharma, the sun sets in dharma, and the sun is always rooted and established in satya. So these are very four simple questions and four simple answers. That is where we turn to this book Yaksha Prashna by Swami Shiva Yogananda ji. His commentary is very beautiful. He gives commentary at two levels. At one level is a direct level, the exact meaning for the questions, and at a deeper level, as a jiva and a sadhaka, how we can use these words, this Yaksha Prashna, to realize the nature of our true self. Kim Svit Adityam Unnayati. Who makes the sun? What makes the sun rise? And the answer is Brahma Adityam Unnayati. Who is Brahma? Brahma is the creator. We say Brahmaji. Brahmaji has got four faces and he has got the Vedas in his hands. His wife is Goddess Saraswati. So what exactly does Brahma mean here? Brahma means the Vedas. Vedas refer to knowledge. Knowledge refers to consciousness, the power of consciousness, the power that makes us know. What is that power that makes us know? What is the name of that power that makes us know? The power of consciousness is the truth that is responsible for all our knowledge. How do I see this bottle? I do not see this bottle just because of my eyes. The rays of light of consciousness through my mind falls on this bottle, and the light is reflected back through the eyes and falls in the mind. The mind registers the image as the bottle, and the image is already stored inside as a word and as a thought, as a memory. So this image is corroborated with that memory, and there is that power within me that throws light on the memory, on the image, and the corroborative understanding that this is a water bottle. So much of work happens. So who is Brahma? Brahma is that consciousness, the power of the Vedas or the knowledge. When consciousness is knowing everything, Vedas represent right knowledge. Pramana vritti. Pramana means the correct knowledge. In the Patanjali Yoga Sutras, there are 5 types of vritti, or 5 types of understanding that we can come to. 5 types of thoughts. They are pramana, viparyaya, vikalpa, nidra, smriti, of which pramana vritti is the Vedas, the Shabda pramana. And what is the essence of the Vedas? Omkara is the essence of the Vedas. And the Vedas is called, the Omkara is referred to as Shabda Brahma. The sun is considered to be the embodiment of all intelligence and wisdom. And the sun, what is the reason for which the sun rises? Consciousness is the reason for which sun rises. Even as the sun rises in the daytime, in the world outside, when we are asleep, we wake up. The moment we wake up, actually what wakes up in us is consciousness. Consciousness wakes up, and then we realize the presence of I. We say, oh, this is I, so and so. I am in the bed. We don't think so much, but this process happens. This is what waking up is called. Waking up means waking up to the fact that I am here. And then we open our eyes, we open our windows, and we see the sun is there shining brightly. The sun is coming into our room. The sunlight is coming into our room. So what makes the sun rise? Consciousness makes the sun rise. If this consciousness is not there, we will not be aware of the rising sun. The sun, if we take the sun to represent the jiva or the individual who is being born repeatedly in this world, birth and death, then what makes the sun rise? It is our actions, our karma. The Vedas provide, Brahma makes the sun rise. So where does Brahma come in here? Brahma is the Vedas. The Vedas provide us with a karma kanda. Karma kanda says, if you do this work, you will achieve results. So these are the results you will achieve. So as an independent jiva, as a sun within the sun that has not realized its true self, we do actions in this world, we seek after results, and as a result of it, the jiva is being born again and again. So how does this jiva stop being born? Here, Brahma can refer to the Upanishads, which are also the Vedas, and in the form of Guru. Guru is none other than Brahma himself. With the help of the Guru, the student, the individual jiva, chooses the path of awakening, surrendering to the Guru, and studying the Upanishads, and as a result of it, the sun of consciousness, the sun of awareness rises within the individual jiva. So, kecha tasya abhitascharaha devaha tasya abhitascharaha. Who is going around the sun? The devas are going around the sun. At the level of the real sun, who are the devas? All the planets are the devas. The sun is in the center of the solar system, and it is surrounded by the planets: Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. There's another 13th planet, they say now. But according to our astrology, the Jyotisha Shastra, we have Surya is first, Shukla, Buddha, Chandra, Shani, Guru, Angaraka, Rahu, and Ketu. They're all surrounding the sun. But the sun is taken to be the source of all intelligence. Then the Devas, Swamiji says, the Devas are the Sattvika and the Daivika qualities, the divine qualities of love, goodness, gratitude, helping others, serving others. So the Devas can also be who keeps the Jiva company. Devaha te abhitascharaha. The Jiva, the individual Jiva or the sun, who keeps him company? The Devas keep him company. Who are the Devas within our individual personality? They are our Manas, Buddhi, Chitta, and Ahankara. The individual Jiva that wants to progress in life is always guided by the mind. The mind is knowledge associated with the five sense organs of perception that is always functioning from a level of I like and I don't like. It always likes to go towards things, people, and circumstances that it likes, and withdraw from things, people, and circumstances it doesn't like. And then the second deva is the buddhi. The buddhi is the deciding factor. We may like many things, but we choose to go behind one thing that we really like most, and the decision is being taken by the buddhi. The buddhi also operates in the same way as the mind, but it is the deciding factor and the five sense organs of perception, which is the buddhi. The chitta is the other deva that is supporting the jiva. The chitta is the one that keeps thinking, chintana kartru chittam, the one that keeps churning some thought in the mind. Is it good? What is it happening? All the memories come up, memories of the past, memories of what we have studied and stored in our mind, in our chitta, all that is being taken out. It is like a cupboard or a library that we have. Library of past memories, library of books that we have read, library of all our actions, library of all our experience. It is a universal library that is inside us, chitta. The jiva keeps referring to the chitta for its guidance and support. And then the ego or the ahamkara. This ahamkara is that little kid who goes to play in a cricket match with all his elder brothers and their friends. So this little kid will not allow anybody to play. He will say, I will bat, I will bat, I will bat. So they have to give him the bat and he will bat. He will get out, duck out with the first ball. Then he will not stop. I will bowl, I will bowl. He will bowl here and there. He will not be able to throw the ball properly. Then I will field. I will be the umpire. Everything he will say, I. That is the ego in us. The ego says, I am the doer. I am the enjoyer. I am the one that is thinking. I am the one that is enjoying. I am the one that made this rasam. I am the one that is doing this great work. I am the one that is doing this cleaning. I am the one that is doing all the work in the office. For everything, the I word will be joined. That is the ahankara. This is the other devata. The I word is essential. The I thought is essential. But the I thought has its place. So these are the four devas that go around the sun. If the jiva has to be, if the sun that we talk about is the sun of intelligence, the sun of right discrimination, or viveka means viveka is discrimination between two things. This is a book and this is a handkerchief. Both of them happen to be yellow in color, just like my dress. And this is the mobile phone and this is a water bottle. This is viveka. I know the difference. I'm not seeing everything as one. But the real viveka is who am I and what is not I is the real viveka. When the sun of discrimination between who am I and what is not I begins to rise in us, then the devas or the deities that surround the sun are the six qualities. They are called Shamadhi, Shatka, Sampattihi. Shama means the calmness or the quietude of mind where there are no desires to propel the mind into some action in the world outside. That is Shama. Dhamma is if the mind is unable to be quietened, then control the sense organs and pull the reins of the mind by controlling the sense organs, shutting the eyes, closing the ears, helping the nose to not go behind smells, helping the sense of taste to not go behind taste, helping the skin not to go behind pleasurable experiences is Dhamma. Uparati is after having controlled the senses and the mind, Uparati is focusing on our own work, Swadharma, my own work. And then Titiksha is bearing with the pinpricks of life, small pinpricks of life. Shraddha is having faith that the words of the Guru and the words of the Upanishads will take me through this course of self-realization. And Samadhanam is abiding in a peaceful state of mind at all times. These are our devatas which surround the sun of Viveka or right discrimination. The third question is, Kaha cha enam astam nayati, dharmaha cha astam nayati. So where does this sun set? The sun of realization sets in dharma. What is the sun of realization? This jiva, this individual, always the consciousness that rises in the individual, that is functioning in this world, always has to be calm. When there is all these sense organs are quietened, the jiva is very quiet, then where does the consciousness set down? It sets in dharma. Dharma means duty, dharma means responsibility. That is called uparati. When the mind, the shama and dhamma are there, then when the mind, the controlled mind, has to be resting itself in something, and that is called uparama. The sun sets on duty. Even the sun that is outside, there is not one holiday that the sun takes. We take Sunday holiday, but the sun does not take holiday on Sunday, neither on the other days of the week. The sun keeps rising day in and day out. So the sun does its duties, so do the devas that move around the sun. In the same way, the sun of the jiva always rests in the sense of duty, and the sun of the upasaka, the jiva who is in jnana upasana or jnana abhyasa, he always sets in the duty of following one's own swadharma. Swadharma anushtanam eva, says Sri Adi Shankaracharya about uparati. Uparati means establishing ourselves in something, becoming quiet in something. And what is swadharma? Doing my own duty. The duty can be cooking food. The duty can be taking care of my child. The duty can be doing tally in accounts. The duty can be conducting a discourse. The duty can be playing a sport or practicing for a sport or playing in a match. The duty can be anything that you take up or anything that comes to you as a duty. That is where the jiva sets in. The jiva bhava, to transcend the jiva bhava, the jiva has to set in duty. And then finally the last question for today will be Kasmin cha pratitishthati satye cha pratitishthati, says Yudhishthira. So this Yaksha asks Yudhishthira, where does this sun be? See, we don't see the sun at night time, but the sun is always there in the sky. Where is the sun there in the sky? The sun is there on the other side. It is shining on the western side of the world. But the sun does not shine here or shine there. The sun is always established in something. Where is it established? The sun is established in Satya. The sun is established in truth. Truth means reality. What is the reality? Life, consciousness, the power of consciousness, the power of awareness that is present within and without. Everywhere, the sun rests in awareness. In the same way, the sun rests in the awareness of the truth of Parama. There are two different truths. As a jiva, we have a vyavaharika satyam. We are engaging with the world. We receive reactions from the world. And because of those reactions, we get agitated. We either enjoy or we suffer. We either are very sad or we are very happy. And we believe that yes, I'm sad now. Yes, I'm happy now. Yes, I have to go there. Yes, I have to come here. Yes, I have to do this work. Yes, I don't need to do this work. And if something bad happens, those people spoke badly to me, all these things are our Vyavaharika Satyam or our Vyavaharika truths. They are all transactional truths or transactional reality. We have to move into the Paramarthika Satyam or the absolute reality or the ultimate reality. And when the Jiva regains knowledge of its essential nature through the words of the Guru and the scriptures, it gets firmly established in its own true nature, which is Brahman, the absolute truth or reality. Thus, liberated from ignorance and delusion, it reverts to its state of freedom. So the Jiva becomes one with the supreme truth or the absolute reality when it turns its attention towards the ultimate reality where the sun of realization is established in. So we will look into questions number 5 to 8 tomorrow at Yaksha Prashna. Om Sarvesham Swastir सर्वेषां शांतिर्भवतु सर्वेषां पूर्णं भवतु सर्वेषां मंगलं भवतु सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ओम असतो मा सद्गमय तमसोर्मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ओम शांति 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 हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरि ओम बोले श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय हर नमः पार्वती पतये हर हर महादेव हरि ओम।